So this is the continuation of Lesson 6, Styling with CSS. We're on Bubble 6 up here. In this one, they're asking us to change our H3 headers to a different color, just like we did with our previous H1s. So I'm going to come over to my style sheet. And again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to write a rule. So I'm just going to create a little white space there, and I'm going to type in H3. I'm going to do my open bracket, or as I would call it, the curly Q bracket. I know that the code for color is, and you can see as I start typing the word color, it actually brings up a menu for this. The code for color is the word color with a colon, and then I can type in any color that I would like. And you can see that they give you a pre-loaded set, and then I want to end that line with the semicolon. So what we can see here is I've made that color follow a pattern now. All my H3 headers will follow that same rule because, again, I'm coding them in groups based on their tags. Just like if I have a paragraph tag, everything in the paragraph tag will follow the rules set forth in the CSS sheet. So as we move to Bubble 7, in this one, they're asking us to go back to that style sheet and change our font size in our paragraph tabs. So you can see I can highlight here. You're going to notice the error I made is I didn't close out my H3 here with my closed curly bracket. So now they're just asking us to change the font size with this. So we can look at 20, or I can change it all the way down to something like 2 that would become unreasonable. I could do the same thing for my headers. Even though they're preset, I could change my headers to become larger or smaller based on the rules that I'm setting in my CSS sheet. Now, as I move to Bubble 9, what we're going to notice is we have a CSS sheet with rules attached to it, but we see nothing that occurs in our HTML. That is because they're not linked. So we can look at our head here, and in there, we don't have that link. So we're going to go and write that link tag like we've seen in the past. And if you open up your top little toolbar, you'll see that they actually show you how to create that link tag in itself, but I'm going to walk you through that. So I'm going to come here into my space, and I'm going to open bracket, and I'm going to type the word link in. I'm going to type in REL, and again, you can see that it gives a little setup for you. It'll give you your equal sign and your quotation marks. And what I want to choose is my style sheet. So I'm telling it what type of style sheet I want. Now, I have to tell it to reference, so I'm going to type in H-reference to reference the style sheet. Now, the cool part about this is it also, in Code.org Studio, it allows you to choose as you type that in, or choose their option. I'm going to choose my style sheet, which is the name of the file, and then I'm going to close my tag. Now, upon doing that, it will immediately link to my style sheet, and all those rules that were set in the style sheet now will apply to this HTML sheet. So now that we have the actual hands-on experience in linking that style sheet, we're just going to practice some of those tags that, if you look back to our original intro, and there'll be time to practice 2 and 10 along with this, but we can do things such as text decoration, meaning we could take all our H1s and we could do an underline to all of them. So again, I'm going to end that with a semicolon. We can text align. Again, the good thing about Code.org Studio is you don't have to memorize everything. If you know how it roughly starts off, it brings up a menu of different options. We've already shown font size, font family. If I come here, I can choose my font family. And again, Code.org has some preset ones, but you can change your font type. There are many other values in HTML that you can choose. Again, if you go back to this intro page, if you click on one of these links, it gives you lots of different examples and ways it can be used for this. So if you're thinking of a color or a value that you didn't see present when trying to code this page, you could always